Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to our live trading session. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for another day. Thank you so much for your goodness, your kindness, and your grace, and your mercy. And I just ask that you would help us to have discipline and good wisdom and discernment while executing trades in the market today. And pray that we'd be grateful for all the good things that you're doing in our lives, and be grateful for every couple pips that we pull into the market today. Amen. Okay, we got news that has just happened right now. UK Minister Streeting resigns as UK Health Secretary. Just want to see if that's... does not seem to be doing too much as of just yet. All right, we've got core retail sales on the dollar in 30 minutes. And that's it for high impact news. Well, hopefully that gets the market going. We're still pressing down. Interesting, but really choppy. If we get this type of market today, we're going to do really well. So we're starting out at 322.76. Let's have a look at the daily. Well, I guess we are still in consolidation. Just looking at this pivot here and this body, these pivots here, these pivots here, these bodies and highs. Just trying to find that really solid line. Oh, okay, it's the 165. Right on the money. 165. Okay, so we've got almost 50 pips, about 50 pips to get all the way down to the bottom of consolidation. We're pretty much right in the middle. I'm kind of seeing this topping shape over here and possibly getting another topping shape over here. Could send us into kind of like a double top. But even if we did, that's wouldn't even trigger till down here. So there's not really much to go off of on the daily other than we're just in consolidation and we're in the middle. So playing either side should be good for making money. Here's that hourly chart with this downtrend that just seems to be really persistent in the pressing down. Haven't quite made it to these lows today, which would be a pretty high probability to at least get down and test here. This is the 1.6. $1.695. Here's the 15-minute chart. Here's the London session. And 5-minute chart. Here's that London session all through here. London open. I had some trades. I got stuck late into some trades. Right into the Brussels open. I'll pull those up. I was trying to wrap things up here, and then we just had some stuff going on, and I wasn't at the computer to close things out over here, so I ended up trying to wobble out of it, and then almost had it there and didn't quite make it there. Is kind of a funny thing. I should have been out probably there, but ended up going through this dip and then out almost at that same spot. So we'll go with a lot of the downward pressure. I feel like we can trade both sides at the moment. You'll notice I've been using 17 pip stop losses instead of the 35 that I had been using, and that is because the volatility has shrank back down even more, and it actually is a little bit more down to what I would call normal. And for me, my normal setup should be a 17 pips and 2 pip take profit. Oh, good morning, Larry. Sorry, I was kind of rambling on there for... you're at the vet's hospital yesterday. Oh, okay. Oh, don't even care if you trade anymore. Oh, that's no good. That's not good at all. Well, the past couple weeks, I gotta say, I felt very similar, and just been doing terrible because of a lack of care, I think, and not quite, and not matching the volatility. I had not been matching the volatility at all, and then I tweaked things again yesterday or the day before, and now I've been starting to do well again. Yeah, fed up with tots. Yeah, I completely understand. Completely. Yep. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that for now. I I currently have the competition account. I'm gonna just grab a quick short right on that pop up. When we get these little gaps like that, that's a good sign it's gonna come back down and fill. This is a good spot for a second layer entry. Yeah, I just definitely feel you, Larry, and I don't know what else to do or say, but I have my competition account attached onto this account right now, so I'm trading it as we speak. It's like we were back to 2017 when we first started with them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think at the moment I'm kind of just like I don't really care about the account they gave me because like it's just has almost no value to me. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just play the competition account, and whatever happens to it happens to it. I also don't really care that much about that one. It's just attached to this account right now, which I care about. And I think as they kind of sort things out, I'm planning to still work up to being able to trade the hedge fund. That's my goal still. And so I'm still motivated in a sense to be part of TOTS. But I like I'm getting that 2,500 valuation account was like not helping anybody. So, and I know that actually everybody was feeling the same way. Like especially the funded traders not getting funded accounts. That's just hard to deal with for sure. Hard to deal with, definitely. But I think we'll just give them a little bit of grace, a little bit of patience, and I mean that's what I'm gonna do. Definitely not telling anybody what to do, but my outlook is I just have a really long-term perspective and an outlook on the situation. I feel like I still owe a lot to Sean from all the things that he's taught me over the years, and so I'm still personally just gonna stay patient and give grace and let them sort things out a little bit. And I think it's absolutely important to share exactly how we feel with them too, to give them an honest perspective on how everybody's doing, so that their feedback is raw and truthful, and they can quickly make the amendments and changes that need to happen in order to keep people. Yeah, that's all we can do. It's in God's hands for sure. Absolutely. But for now, let's find something to be motivated about. Let's do the competition account, or let's focus on like for me, I'm just attaching it to this account and not really worrying about it. I'm planning to. I've revamped my trading a couple days ago, and so I'm trading this butchered FTMO account. I was down to like $200 the other day, and I might just get a new account and start fresh because since I revamped my trading a couple days ago, I'm now doing well again. But it took a few more beatings to realize that I wasn't being consistent again. So I'm personally feeling good again, feel terrible about my account and showing up here with a blown up account essentially. It's no good, but I'm gonna just keep pushing through, and you're in the competition too. Okay, let's have you beat me then and beat Kim. We'll stay in the competition, and we'll be competitive with that. Just have some fun with that and use it to build our trading skills. But I kind of like took a hit because this account took a hit. So did my competition account. But my competition account is down like $500. So I know I can bring that back, and I plan on bringing it back. I'm kind of over the really grumpy stage that I was in, because I've revamped my own trading. So I'm feeling much better about my own trading, and so I'm just gonna try and conquer my own trading. At the same time, I'm gonna try and conquer that competition. But I don't know, that's my perspective and my feel. I think as some of us entrepreneurs that are in with TOTS, you've got some of the most thick-skinned, tough, resilient people that there are in the world, because they just take beating after beating and don't give up. And those people are super rare, and they're hard to find. And I think there's a bunch of us with the apiary crew and TOTS. And so I think you're going to find that a bunch of us are going to just put up with the garbage until everything's good again. And I think they will get good as time goes on. So, yeah, we do. It's a very special group of people. So let's exercise that resilience and just keep going. Full of grit. That group of people is just full of grit. Well, I'm glad you're back in here this morning, Larry. Let's do some trading. We got the news in 10 minutes. We've got core retail sales in 10 minutes. That should get things going. How do you feel? I know that the motivation has been lacking because of our overall circumstance, but how do you feel about your trading? Is it doing okay in the big picture? So I'm gonna add into this second layer and put a second trade on in here. Because the volatility is about to show up. I'm going to mark out some other spots. And 16. So I've got 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16 for my trading layers. And they fit much better into my 17 pip stop losses. than I had in my 35 pip stop losses with the level of volatility that we got. I should show you my, just getting used to the platform. Yeah, I'll show you my revamped rules. I haven't quite finished them. I've been working on them for the past couple of days. But I've just been simplifying my trading plan even more, like trying to remove as much stuff as I can. And so I've removed a lot of things off of it to keep it even more simple. And so it's just less overwhelming. There's less going on when I look at my trading plan. So I'm just finishing this up. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit more and kind of run it through AI just a bit, and I'll get it to look a little bit more, even more simple, clean cut, and a little bit more dynamic. But essentially I'm taking more of the stuff out of it and making the points easier and quicker to get to, rather than the one I've still got sitting on my wall over here. It's there's so much going on. It's only one page, but I don't read the whole thing. There's so much, like there's too much going on. So I'm currently in that spot of refining my system and simplifying it. I think it's a common thing for traders to, like, over time, you just simplify it, and eventually get to the point where, like, why didn't I make it that simple from the start? I don't know. We seem to always do things the hard way. But I am simplifying my system even more. So now for me, essentially, I'm not going to change anything about what I'm doing. Like, I'm going to, for the next few months, I'm going to have 17 pip stop loss, 2 pip take profit, and I'm going to wobble exactly the same with nothing else. And I'm going to stay very disciplined with my hours, my timing, my trade timing. So I'm hitting a new level of long-term consistency in the past couple of days. I crashed a few days ago only to level up a little bit. Just missed that second target on that level. Just missed it. I'll add back into it if it pops up a little bit higher. Yeah, just getting used to the platforms, and that's another thing for me, is I'm not even really trading the other platform, just because I was able to attach it to here. Maybe I could show you how I did it too, in case you want to try using the program that I use, because I find the program it's called Traders Connect. I'll set up a window, I'll run it through my stream, and I'll show you. Let me give me a couple minutes. Yeah, we got a couple minutes before the news. Let me see if I can just set that up, and I'll show you what Traders Connect looks like. There we go. We got all kinds of other windows open on this one, but this is Traders Connect. Can you just tell me if you're seeing that? Okay, you see that? All right. So we have the news coming up in just a minute, so I'm just going to put this away for a moment. Now I've got it set up so I can show it to you after the news, but let's just focus on the charts for the next few minutes, and then once the news passes by, I'll go back over there and show you Traders Connect. Have you heard of it before? Have you used it? Are you familiar at all? I love it. I think it is. Can you put that as our group in the group chat? Oh, yep. Yeah, like, do you want me to just... Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, it's an amazing platform, and they've been growing it rapidly since they've started. And so, like, almost any trading prop firm out there, it's perfect for if you're trying to, like, attach your prop firms so that you can just use your one account that you like to trade on, and you can set up like any... Oh, there's the news. I forgot about that. Let's just pull that news up for a sec. Unemployment claims were negative at 211,000. So we got more unemployed. And core retail sales came in at the forecast. So nothing to say about core retail sales, but we've got more unemployed in the US. So a little bit negative on the dollar, just a little. It's not something that's, I don't think is going to affect things in a huge way. But we could see some continued down push on the dollar. So now we've tagged out on a couple of those trades for some wins. We got 2 wins now. We're just about to hit a third one. And there's the third one hitting take profit. So now we're up $3 more. Or sorry, wait a minute. We're at $6. So let's check the trade history. Yep, we just made another $6 more. I'm trading mini lots. So speeding things up a little bit more from when I was trading the micro lots at really high volumes. I'm trading still the same way. I'm just entering with the micro lot or mini lots instead. And because I have my 17 pip stop loss rather than 35, I've cut my risk in half, and that's why I've turned up my lot sizing, because I'm not risking 35 pips on the whole setup anymore. I'm risking half of it. So I think we can actually buy it here, as we're right at the bottom. And then as it drops, we'll just buy some more. Just looking at the hour chart to see where that next level comes in here. So we're still got support underneath of where we're at. Gotta just get rid of that trading history. Yeah, there's still support underneath of us, so just buy it up as it drops. It'll be fine. It should be fine. Yeah, here's the 5-minute chart, and we've got these levels over here still. All right. So it seems like we've already slowed down again. Like the news has not done too much. Just gonna leave that 5-minute chart on so I can see these pivots over here. And then I'm gonna go put Traders Connect on for a second, and we'll look at that. So so this is Traders Connect. It kind of maybe looks a little bit confusing or overwhelming, just the amount of stuff that's going on. It's not that you'll start to get it as you go. It's not too bad. It's really user friendly. Actually, a couple months ago they revamped things, and it looks more confusing now than it did before. It was like really streamlined and easy to use. It still is. It's just not quite as doesn't look quite as straightforward as it did a couple months ago. But anyway, so you get this platform, you sign up with them, and what you do is you put your accounts in here. So I've got 2 accounts I can use that I'm copying. So I've got 2, and I've got 100% of my 2 are used up. So I've got 2 here. I've got my MetaTrader 5 account, and then I have my Match Trader competition account connected to my MetaTrader 5 account. Just gonna check my trades for a sec. Okay, it's starting to drop. So what we would do is we go and add an account over here, and I have to I would have to do this. I'd have to set up for another account. I gotta pay another $10. It's $10 an account per month. So I'm not gonna add that right now. But essentially, you go in here and you add as many accounts as you want. If you got 20 accounts you want to attach and copy, you can add 20, and they've got every trading platform that you could ever need. They've got Match Trader, they got C Trader, they got MetaTrader. They've got everything these days now, except they don't have GUI. I don't know if they'll put that in. Or sorry, no, they do. They even do have GUI, because I connected. The GUI is the server for the Match Trader accounts that we've got. So they even do have that, but it's for Match Trader. It wasn't. They don't have the GUI Pro, is what I was trying to say. They don't have those GUI Pro accounts that we were first given. Okay, I'm just gonna go right back over to MT5 for a sec. And as this drops down, I'm gonna get into another layer. Just kind of missed that entry there. I needed to push down a bit more. Just one more little pop down I can get in. Looks like it's triggering back up. We are just triggering this 3-bar reversal right here. So I can't really fit another trade in just yet. I mean, I guess I could. It's just a little too tight. If it pops up, I'll put a short on as well, and we'll just trade both sides. And a lot of people have been using Traders Connect, so there's all kinds of help that you can get on YouTube and whatever online. Their customer service is on point. They're very quick to help you, and they've got really skilled employees that actually know what they're doing. And I've had like really good experience with them. I love Traders Connect. At the moment they're worth every dollar you spend to use their platform. It's a fantastic way to create a prop firm portfolio. And you don't have to have prop firms. You can connect any of your accounts to it, any real accounts you got going. These market conditions have been really difficult for me to adapt to. Like I got really in sync with all the really fast movement from the Iran war stuff. The volatility was so good, and I just didn't adapt to the slowing market, and ended up crashing over the past few weeks. No, I did not attend any of the Todd's classes yesterday. Yesterday was a super busy day for me. I'm gonna have another busy day today also. So I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to get into. It's Thursday. Yeah, you want to hear what Todd says today? All right, so I'm gonna get into another long in here. What was he saying for this week? Like, I haven't gotten into any of those classes. Is Todd just trading like on GUI Pro? Is that what he's doing in the morning? I've still just been consistently running these YouTube lives and just working my consistency. Looks like we're going to get another leg down. Have you been going into the Todd's classes for the past couple weeks? Or Todd's morning classes? Looks like we're getting a turn back up. And a 3-bar reversal back to the upside. Right in here we got the trigger. We got this big engulfing 1-minute candle over this little nadir candle right here. So we'll see if we get another candle or two of follow through. Okay, there's one candle follow through and a close, strong close to the upside. All right, there's another target hit. So I think I'm going to start throwing a short trades on right here. As it's pushing up. And then I'm seeing we've got kind of like another level right in here that I might want to, we've got a spot up here that target could hit, but we've got a couple spots here that it might struggle to get through to hit that target. So I'm going to watch as it, if it can come to this line, I'm going to see how it's acting there. I may take the profit a little bit early. Before hitting the target. We'll just see. If it's stalling on that red line, I'm just going to take the profit. Got some energy coming into the market right now with that candle. Okay, now we got another strong bullish candle close. Okay, now we're just triggering to the downside and popping right back up. We're flip-flopping between going bullish and bearish. All right, here comes that bullish candle again. I'm just going to get ready to watch as it approaches that red line. Okay, there's the bullish candle close to the upside. Now we should see a candle or two of follow through. Looks like I gotta reposition these. I really gotta get the ends of the market. Gotta fade the ends of the market because I'm just stuck. See if I can reposition all this. All right. Looks like we're lining up for a move down now. How much room do we have in these candles? We have 2 pips. Almost exactly. I'm gonna try and just reposition because I'm not positioned well for either of these trades. So I'm gonna see if I can grab a little profit on the, well, I might leave the short one on. But the long position's not in a great spot now. Okay, we're lining up for the bear break now. Let's see if we can get, oh, see, yeah, I should have just, we gotta reposition. Okay, I'm gonna try and just get whatever profit I can get on the short side and then reposition everything. Three, two, oh, see, I didn't wanna, I took 0.2, so I think I made a couple cents on that. And if it pops down a bit more, I'm gonna buy into it if it pops down a bit, and then I can position myself a little bit better to try and get into this consolidation. Okay, so if it pops down there, right like that, now I've got that. That's better positioning now for the buys. Watch it probably pop down now. There's the close to the downside. Okay, as this market now pushes down into the previous low, then I'll get another buy on. Okay, it is just really slow here still. Just really slow. This is not, it's not very good for New York Open. Okay, we're just on into the new hour. So now if I can get a pop to this target line, I'll just take the other one off at a 0 at a break even. And hopefully it'll get me back in sync with this really slow, small moves. And I gotta fade the ends of these markets a little bit better. Okay, so as that pops down, I'm gonna get into another buy right in here. All right, it's a little bit tight, so I'm gonna hold off. So my layers are a little bit too close together, so I'm gonna have to just be more patient for the next run down. Try and spread it out a little bit better. There's our next support line. We're just running into that now. See if I can buy it here. Okay. Bought right on this line now. And then as I can get any profit, I'll start just wobbling out of that top position. I feel like I'm catching the end of a market now. Obviously don't know if I am, but at least we've run a price cycle now, so on the down leg from pivot high to where we're at, that's 6.5 pips, so that's a standard deviation. So this is a good spot for the market to turn, if it's going to turn. So now we're just slowly applying pressure to the downside with almost no volatility. These candles are tiny. It's not too encouraging. Generally, this means we're just going to keep getting a push down. So you be careful to not oversize, over allocate. It's very easy to over allocate with this way of trading when the market slows down. Okay, there's a profit target hit. We're starting to get that turn. So if I can get that top one off at about a 2 pip loss, I'll probably just take that. And then see if we can make gains on the next layer. If we can make profit on the next layer, we can take the other one off at a break or at 2 pip loss. We would net a $2 win. And then we could just reset and start over. Okay, starting to see some follow through to the upside now. Super close to hitting our next target. Just barely missed it. But I think if we go to the 5-minute chart, we now have oh no, we're not in a turning point yet. We are just starting to trigger the 3-bar reversal on the 5-minute, but we've got 4 more minutes on this candle. Okay, looks like we're getting another shot to go to the upside. Okay, starting to apply more pressure to the upside again with these past couple candles. You can start to see how important it is to find the ends of these markets because it's so slow. It's hard to make profit. You got to really try and find the ends of the price cycles to hit your targets. It's just getting hard to hit a 2-pip target. getting pretty stuck here again, so if it drops down, I'm going to try and be patient to try and find that bottom. Okay, I want to try and get another trade back on, but I gotta really try and be patient to find and fade the end of that market. I might add a couple orders to try and find it, but I just don't want to get in too heavy while trying to find that bottom. All right, as that pushes down, I can get into another trade. I just want to do my absolute best to try and get it as best at the bottom as I can. All right, I'm gonna try it here. Then I'm gonna add another one right in here to see if that's the end. I bet it's probably gonna be the one that follows through the downside now. Well, it seems like we should be getting another push down now as those candles are holding and pressing lower. I just barely missed my exit on those previous candles. It seems like the volume of people is here, the volatility is not. The market is stuck again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 minutes of a very tight consolidation. And I tried to try and find the end of this pivot by fading that push down, even when it was like breaking down. Like that may have, in a higher volatility market, that should have sent the market down for a couple candles. But with the volume, it was worth trying to find the bottom of it earlier. And timing. Because this is pretty difficult to get profit out of. But we'll see if that can pay off, trying to find the ends of these markets. It's trying to turn right now, which is kind of funny because if we go to the hour chart, we just broke that previous low. So it's kind of like we should just keep heading down. But it is so slow that it just may not really. And then if we go back out over here, we still got this pivot. I think that is creating a little bit of support. It's just kind of like that last pivot before we've got all this stuff. So let's go see what's happening here. Oh, we almost hit a target. If we can, I definitely want to get out of the upper position. 9:30. Okay, we're at the stock market open. If we were to get a close back over this red line, I would say that that would be a pretty good indication of an up leg. If we can start holding below it, then probably continuation down. But I'm saying that because on the hourly chart over here, if we're to close and hold below that pivot, that's more of the downward signal. But if we are to get a close back up above this pivot on the hourly over here, and we close back up here, it's a little bit more of an indication of a whipsaw or a false break. So we'll see how the next 20-30 minutes goes. Hopefully it goes somewhere. If I had more orders, I definitely would be trying to buy it again, but I just don't have the capital to do that at the moment. Well, I maybe could. It'd be a stretch. I guess I technically should be getting into my third layer, which would put me at 4 positions in here, so I maybe could add a little bit to it. I've just been slow trying to find the ends of the market, and I'm not doing well. Like, I almost found an end by getting the target hit there, but didn't quite hit it. So I might try and find the bottom of this price cycle, because now we're 1, 2, 3 candles into this price cycle, so I'm going to try and find the end here. Okay, that puts the target below the pivot. That's pretty good. We're 3 candles into that downward leg, and we're meeting a support point again. So it's had 3 candles of a run, and it's meeting support. It might push through again, but I gotta try and time it well enough to hit some targets. It's just a little bit shy on that last target. Here we got an engulfing candle coming in to the buy side now. It closed. So closed back up. See if I can grab a few targets here. Just need to grab a couple and then we can take a loss on the top. Again, just shy on hitting that target. The volatility is not good. I've been shy 2 times in a row now, missing those targets. And it seems like it's going to start costing money. Okay, I need to find the bottom of the next one so I can start taking some losses. Okay, this I'm gonna right at the 169 level. It's a good spot for it to have a bounce. Okay, get a few in here. But my targets don't quite fit before these lows. Like I really need those targets to come in under here. Okay, I'm gonna try another one. That one works. So now I had 1, 2, 3 candles to the downside. Again. Now we'll see if we've found a pivot. Or we're right on the 169 level, so this is a pretty good spot for it to turn finally. Or not. Well, that is not what I wanted to see. That is, we're definitely building to the downside now. There just wasn't any, there hasn't been a point where I could find a big enough 2-pip bounce to grab some targets. And there should have been. But you can see this market is, there's just no volatility in there. The traders are here. The candles are moving fairly smoothly. Like the volume is here, but the volatility is not. Man. I've got to try and find a pivot where I can take some profits. I feel like this is just going to push into my stop losses. Okay, I'm going to try and find another pivot in here. At some point, I got to find it so I can get some profit and then take some losses. It's just if it starts falling off and doesn't stop, I'm going to be in trouble. I'll just be taking a stop loss. There's nothing I can do about that. Try another one in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The problem is we just gained momentum with this last leg. We weren't gaining momentum with these legs. This leg down was not gaining. This one was not gaining. And then this one right here was also not gaining momentum. On this one, we've now gained momentum. Okay, I'm going to try another order in here. That's starting to putting my targets in a good spot. If I can finally get an up candle. Just looking at these, there's a couple pivots right in here. This one's gonna just have to be the end of the line. That's gonna be the last layer. Ah, man, that was so close to hitting targets on multiple up legs, but just was not able to get them. If I was just a fraction in a better position, I would not be in this really heavy spot right now. is looking like I'm just going to end up having to take a stop loss on the... Oh, right as I say that. Getting a little help coming in there. I'm going to have to take a loss on that one. Any more of a push I can get out of those other ones. What's going on here? Well, I'm looking pretty good at the moment. I'm going to just get out of that last one right there. Okay. Well, that ended up working out. Right as I was saying, I'm probably going to hit a stop loss because we were darn close. That market came in and saved the day. That's funny, but also a testament to my stop losses being at 17 pips. It's a really good spot to be 2 standard deviations and cover them. So we were super close to hitting stop losses, but it just didn't. And then we hit that market, it just smashed those targets. So that was a cool way to test the parameters that I'm using. Let's put it that way. You know, we've got a little volatility here, so let's just trade it. Now we've got some action. I don't know why, but oh, okay. We got something. Oh, something just came up and then it went away on Forex Factory. Oh, here. The Bank of Japan. And here comes the Bank of Japan. What the heck kind of statement is that? I'm looking at Forex Factory. And it says, and here comes the Bank of Japan. BOJ. Am I getting that right? Dollar yen spikes above 158. So is the yen going nuts right now? Whoa, it is. Holy moly. Let's measure that move from top almost 60 pips there in a minute. That is huge. So we hit the targets on that one also. There's good volatility here now. So we'll take the short side. Okay, I'm gonna take this little profit as soon as if it flickers into profitability, because I feel like I'm not in a good position again. Like I want to be right at the ends of these markets. Okay, I'll just let that go now. Should hit that. There we go. All right. Awesome. So pull up that trade history for a second. Man, that was perfect. I mean, we couldn't have got that any better. That was just perfect timing on that up leg. Took a bunch of profit, took the losses that we needed to. I mean, we didn't end up having to, but we did them because that's my rules. But perfect. Perfect because it's a great demonstration of not hitting the stop losses because of the parameters are set to hit 2 standard deviations, or to be able to accommodate those 2 standard deviations down, and it worked out really well. So if we can get, I'm going to be trying to find the bottoms of the, so as this pushes down, I'm going to try and find, I'm going to get into a long here and get rid of the history. Just get rid of that again. And we'll do one more setup, one more iteration. Just because it's good volatility now. There's people in here, it's moving well. Our chances of hitting some targets are pretty good. So we want to take that high probability trading and make some money in it. You can see the energy already starting to drop off. So yeah, this will be our last one, our last setup together, however long that takes us. Could take us an hour, could just be a few minutes. And hopefully we're out of here in a few minutes. That yen doing, it's kind of petering off right in the middle of whatever it, I don't know why it did that, but it's kind of like stuck right in the middle of its pivot points. Its news high and its news low. It's just kind of stuck in the middle. And euro dollar is in a very similar spot. Okay, gonna grab another long here. And now if we can hit that target, we'll take a profit, 2 pips profit, and we'll take like around a 0 break even on the next one. And then we'll add 2 down here if we get down to here again. Just get my finger on the trigger in case it if it does pop up. I can take this yellow close button as well. Okay, just a little trigger. There we go. And we just made an extra couple dollars, or approximately. $2 win, 40-cent loss. Perfect. That's cool. I think we'll just end it on that note. We made $22 or $20. Started at 322 and we're at 342. So that's a solid session. Super solid session. Let's put the chart history back on. Trading history. So we started out over here. We had some shorts on, which was good. It was with the pressure. Then grabbed a long in here. Oh no, sorry, we grabbed a long down here. Didn't find that one. Got one here. I should have just taken that loss there, but usually if I'm only one layer away, I don't take the loss. So at that point, I didn't have a reason to take that loss there. Then we faded down. Almost hit our 2. We went in long here and just about hit 2 targets. We're just a little bit shy there. If we had 2, we would have taken the loss and we would have gone short right in that spot, or at least just taken profit. But we didn't get it there. So then we started buying here and buying here. Couldn't find the leg up. We almost had a target right on this one. Just shy of that one as well. If we had hit a target, we would have taken a loss on this top one. Didn't find it there. Super slow. So then we come all the way down here and I start to really sink into a bigger position in here. And then we were really close to the stop losses right before that pivot came in and that little news pop. And then that saved everything. And we just gathered up a bunch of profits. So that last order, which was right up there, it would have been almost hit. I don't think it would have gotten hit. I'm just gonna put that order was right there. It was just shy of that order. So we were supposed to take the loss where we did. So we took that and then the market just did the rest. So yeah, that was awesome. Ended up being a really slow most part of the session, but pretty good patience and trying to find the right spots, and the patience paid off. So we'll just call it there. That'll be it for the session. We'll just come back in again. I think you can see that these parameters are working pretty well. We just missed that 17 pip stop loss, which is covering a solid 2 standard deviations in the market. And so we'll be using those parameters again over the next weeks, if not months, especially as we go into summer. So occasionally we're going to hit those stop losses, but we didn't today. So good performance all the way around and good patience. And so thanks for coming, guys. Like and subscribe.